Hello, welcome back. Sorry I'm late. I'm always late. But I'm here. Hello, happy Sunday. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to chat with you guys as usual and get my cards ready. And yeah, we're going to do readings, Aries through Pisces. If you don't like the chat portion, come back in about 10 minutes. If you're watching the replay, you can click the timestamps in the comments below. For the rest of you, chat with me, darlings. Tell me how you've been. I have my Egyptian hair today. Walk like an Egyptian. Let me know how my stream is. I'm coming live from my newest spot to record. I finally got Wi-Fi in here. This is my office. Does it look lovely? Great. How's the lighting? Who doesn't like the chat? Exactly, right? The chat's like the best part, but some people don't like it because they're grumpy and generally dissatisfied. But the chat portion is my favorite. So I'm going to sage my cards. I'm going to get you guys pulled up on my laptop over here. Oh, thank you, TS. Appreciate you. I hope you guys are having a good weekend. Now, I want everyone to go back and watch the weekly readings I did last week. Because I'm telling you what, I felt it when I started the readings. And I think I even say at the beginning of the video, like, I feel like this is going to be a weird week. And dang if I wasn't right. You know, sometimes I hope I'm not right. But in this case, I was like, feels good to be right. That's an Aquarius' favorite thing, is to be right. I'm kidding. I'm joking. Well, I mean, not really. I do like being right, but you know. Whew. Yeah, I'm on Wi-Fi. Why? It's not working. Anyways, it was a very intense week, and not just for me. Like for everybody, it seems like I came into contact with this week. And let me tell you something else. I don't know, like, I know there's no retrograde, but that full moon on the 12th brought a few things. One, I had the most realistic prophetic dream that I've had in a long time. I don't want to say ever, because I have had dreams that have come true the next day or that week before, but this one was intense. And I had the dream on Monday. And I woke up and I just thought, what the hell was that about? And it was a dream about a very specific person in my life. And they showed up basically at my door. And like 4 or 5 days later, that event actually occurred. It was crazy. Not exactly like the dream, but basically all the same things were said. It was so weird. And then I reconnected with one of my friends that I haven't talked to in like 15 years last night. And I ended up video chatting her, which I've never really video chatted before. In fact, she was the one that called me when I was live last time. And I declined it because I was live. Well, I finally got around to calling her back, and we haven't really connected in a long time, and I ended up video chatting with her for several hours last night, and it was just like, it's like, you know, you have those friends that it doesn't matter how long you've been apart. It's like the moment you come back together, you just pick up right where you left off, and that's kind of like my friendship with her. And if you're watching, what's up, girl? So we talked for like, I don't know, 2-3 hours, video chatted last night, and that was really unexpected because I haven't spoken to her in so long. And then after I hung up with her, I talked with my other friend. I was up late again. Video chatted my other friend. My friend from childhood. For like another hour. So it's been a very communicative, social week. Very interesting week, to say the least. But not like a bad thing, right? It's good to reconnect. Have you had a dream like that too? It was crazy. You know what's really crazy is it was so realistic. I already knew what to expect. So when I did get reached out to, I already knew it was coming. That's how real that dream was. And you know, and I've had this happen to me before, but it just always it always like it still surprises me, you know, when it happens. Or like when I get deja vu, or, you know, I don't know. It's like I'm surprised but not surprised. All right, so I'm gonna open the window for a second. Anyways, I hope you guys had a good week. I have yoga pants on, all black today. And actually, I'm gonna have to move out of the sun here because it's like really on me. Anyways, so just chat with me for a second while I get set up. My computer's not responding right now, so yeah. It's not raining today, thank goodness. Oh yeah, then that. I had to go, thanks for reminding me. I had to go shopping on Friday, which I hate shopping. And I broke a candle in the middle of the store, which was highly embarrassing. Especially because I was trying not to draw attention to myself. And then I shattered this huge candle in the middle of TJ Maxx. It was embarrassing. So, yeah, I've had a crazy weekend. I'm about to give up on this computer here. All I'm trying to see is the video, and it won't pull it up. So, I'm going to shuffle my cards. I'm hoping for a better week, for good messages for everybody that's here. The full moon that we had on the 12th was a massive shift in the area of release and forgiveness and letting go. And I can tell you that that energy is really prominent right now. So don't be surprised if you have people bubble up and extend that to you. Don't be surprised if you feel the urge to do that as well, because that's all about what that energy was for. As we close out 2019, we go into 2020. 2020, I can tell you, is going to be a very action-oriented year. I don't know why I feel that. I just do. Like, I feel like 2019 was more of a stabilizing year. And then 2020, we're going to kick up the action. So hold on to your butts, because 2020 is going to take you there. Anyways, you should tell them how they hurt you, Monica. I don't need to pull any cards to tell you that. Somebody asked in the chat, should I tell my friend how they hurt me or just let it go? Tell them that they hurt you. You know, don't hold on to emotions like that. You know, and when you refuse to speak up when you're feeling a deep emotion, it stagnates your energy and it creates a toxic environment in your head. So if you feel like you need to speak your truth, then speak your truth. It'll set you free. Anyways, so FYI, you can subscribe totally for free, and thank you for those who have subscribed. We're 10 minutes in, so I'm going to get started. In addition to that, I am now able to offer memberships. So if you want to be a private member, you can click the join button. It's the blue button next to subscribe. And you'll get additional live chats with me, behind the scenes, additional photos, readings, etc. So if you're interested in that and you want to become a member, you can do that there. So check that out. I also have a sale right now on my hoodies, $15 off if you use the promo code TTWD. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all of your support. And I also want to give a shout out to my moderators today because they're amazing and awesome. Oh my gosh. And speaking of that, let me show you guys something real quick. I posted this in my community section, but I wanted to show you guys because my moderators are the best. Seriously. And you all know who you are. And I talk to them on the regular outside of YouTube. But one of my moderators sent me a gift. You want to see it? Hold on to your butts. This is what she sent me. Sorry, hold on. Back up. It's pretty big. Can you see it? See it? It's a blanket. She put all of my pictures onto a blanket as a gift. Isn't that so sweet? Carmen, thank you, girl. Love you. Oh my gosh, I showed this to my youngest son. He's 8, and he was like so impressed by this blanket. So thank you, girl. Appreciate you. You know, you never have to buy me gifts or do anything nice for me, but for those of you that go out of your way to send me things, I'm always like humbled by that and appreciative of that. So thank you. Anyways, all right, we're gonna get started now. Also, I got a new deck of cards. So you know I'm not going to go shopping without stopping at the bookstore. And so, when I was Christmas shopping, I went and I got myself a gift, which is new cards. And these are Moon Tarot cards. They're pretty cool. I'm going to test them out today. So yay. First time I've ever used these. And yeah. Yep, and then I'm going to use this deck because that's the deck I was feeling. And we're going to get started. Just don't mind me. This is going to drive me nuts until I get this fixed. I'm sorry. Just hold on a second. It says I have no Wi-Fi. Why? Why? I give up. I hate this laptop. Oh, you've been eyeballing these? Okay. All right. The sun is going to... I'm not sure if I should move up or trying to get out of the sun. Okay, that's better. All right, let's get started. Aries. Aries. My Aries people. So, yes, I feel like there's a lot of silence right now. Sorry, my brain stopped working for a moment. We're going to go Aries through Pisces. You know what someone said to me the other day? They said that they they didn't like that I always put Pisces at the end. Listen, it's nothing against you, Pisces. I love you. But I have tried to go in a different order before, and it doesn't flow well. And so I'm sorry, but that's the order it goes in, and don't take it personal, okay? Then I had another person comment, and I haven't been giving attention to the negative people anymore. But I have to tell you guys about this one comment because it made me laugh at how petty it was. And you guys could probably use a good laugh. Somebody commented on one of my videos and they said, oh, I love your wigs. And they were also trying to sell wigs in the comment section, which FYI, you can't put links in the comment section. It's against the YouTube licensing. So this person was trying to basically market themselves in my comment section and telling everybody that I wore a wig. So I don't usually comment back, and I don't think they meant anything ill by it. Like, maybe they really do think I wear a wig. I don't know. But I commented back, and I said, you know, thank you for the compliment, but this is my real hair. It's taken me years to grow it. So I ain't trying to give a wig credit for that, you know? And I just said, just FYI, it's my real hair. Now, somebody comments on my comment. It says, OMG, you would correct that. You are so full of yourself, you and your hair. And they also said that I had... They were mad that I clarified that this is my real hair, and just ripped me a new one in the comments about how egotistical I was for correcting someone. And I'm like, huh? And then they went really low with it and started, you know, making comments about my appearance and trying to just be cruel. And it didn't hurt my feelings. It made me laugh. Because I was like, whoa, somebody's on the petty bus. Like, how petty are you, dude? Not only are you on my YouTube, but you're reading through my comments. And that's the comment that pissed you off, that you had to comment back on? Please, get a life. So apparently, if you ever correct someone about your hair, you may be called arrogant. Anyways, I thought I'd share that with you because just people are so petty about the stupidest things. Stupidest things. All right, so Aries. Aries. Okay, you had a card fly out. Okay. Aries, this is the new moon in Cancer. Some of you could be dealing with that zodiac sign, or that's just simply the energy around you. It says, you and your loved ones are safe. Okay. Oh, that's too many cards. So, Aries, really? Aries, I also feel like the Cancer energy is a very emotional energy, not always expressed though. You know, it is a sensitive, intuitive type of vibe, so you may be feeling that this upcoming week. And like I said, you also might be dealing with someone like that, or someone who has Cancer in their chart. Then you have the 7th house of relating. Okay, so this is all about partners and companionships, relationships. For some of you, this might be in regards to a relationship, whether that's intimate or platonic. It is, you know, finding justice there and keeping people that keep you balanced in your energy during this upcoming week. Then you have the Page of Cups and the 6 of Wands, Aries. So I feel like there's definitely some new social connections here available to you this week. There might be some friendships here or a new relationship that presents itself in particular. I feel like you're riding high, baby. You know, you looking good there, Aries, on your horse, right? So it's like it's this energy of feeling accomplished. Do you know what I'm saying? And so I feel that for you, even, and I don't feel that part's in relationships. I feel like that's maybe in career or hobbies, but it can be either or. It's just like having the support around you that you need this upcoming week, and you might be offering to connect with someone, or someone might be offering that to you with the Page of Cups here. So let's see. Then you have the Seven of Cups and the Knight of Wands. So Aries, there's a time to give and there's a time to take, right? So I feel like there is, some of you have quite a lot of options here, okay, with the Seven of Cups, but I think that you have been narrowing it down to who's deserving of the emotions that you have to give, right? I feel there is like somewhat of an emotional confusion here on kind of which, I guess, social connection is the right connection to put your energy into, whether that's, like I said, love, work, family, whatever. And then you're very action oriented. So this is fast movement forward, the Knight of Wands. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? Here's how the cards come out. This one's going this way. This one's going this way. Right? And so I do feel that you're taking action, but don't be impulsive this week, okay? Because if you're erratic in your energy or you're back and forth, it's going to cause confusion around the situation. Like, if you're going to move forward, don't look back. You know what I'm saying? Because if you decide to go back to a person, place, thing, event, whatever this is resonating with you for, it's going to end up putting you back into the Seven of Cups, which is like not being able to kind of place your finger on it, not really being able to see things for what they are. And so, you know, careful with that. Others of you, you might have someone here, especially if you're dealing with a water sign, that is giving their cup to other people, or they have a lot of options available to them. So caution there. I feel like if that's your case, then you are successfully moving forward from this situation, but you might feel an urge to go backwards for some reason this week. And if you do that, you're going to put yourself back into a burdensome position here. So don't do that. Oh, yeah. Now, if you'd been confused in where to place your emotional energy, I feel like you're coming to some sort of enlightenment during this week. You know, like, I think that you're ready for a new beginning, especially when it comes to love here. Can you guys see this? Is it too far away? So a couple of different storylines here. A couple of different things I'm picking up. If you had been dealing with someone who was keeping their options open, and there was like a heaviness around that energy, you have successfully moved forward from it, but you're about to impulsively go back to that. And you could be watching this and saying, no, I won't. But I'm telling you, you're going to be tempted to, for whatever reason, and have another try at offering your love here. Because relationships are highlighted right now, okay? And this is your energy, Aries. This is the Fool here. So this is definitely you. for others of you that aren't dealing with that situation, then I see you successful in taking action on things that emotionally fulfill you and some sort of new beginning here. Um, and if there has been confusion surrounding like the love sector, I feel like the energy here is saying it's going to balance out. It'll be a-okay. It may feel heavy or confusing now, but there is an equilibrium that's coming this upcoming week. Does that make sense? Sorry, I'm still desperately trying to get my laptop to turn on. Anyways, sorry about that. ADD. Yeah, that's the message that I'm getting for my Aries. So you definitely could be dealing with water here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Libra, or another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, is what I see here. But it's a general reading, so it can be any zodiac sign because of that. All right. So that was Aries. It says I'm not connected to the internet. That could be the problem. And now we go to Taurus. So funny because the friend I was talking to last night is a Taurus. And then the other friend I was talking to last night is a Scorpio. So I was kind of scared to do these readings today because I don't want my personal life to come out in these cards. So, I always try to keep it objective. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a reader, it can be really easy to read for yourself when you're trying to read for other people because your brain naturally wants to go there. And I've watched readers on YouTube make it personal about them, and you can tell it's personal about them. So I try really hard not to do that. I try to like close off whatever I have going on in my life so that the messages I'm pulling are for you, the viewer, not me. So FYI, in case you ever wondered that. And looky here who we have at the bottom of the deck, ready to come out and make an appearance, Taurus. It's you. I just uploaded your reading last night. It was an incredibly intense reading. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. I felt like Taurus, your energy towards the end of December was going to be pretty much psychic. Like, so if you're a Taurus and you're watching this, you probably don't even need to watch because I felt like in that reading, it was pretty obvious that your third eye was being opened and you were highly intuitive over these next few weeks. So capitalize on that, take advantage of that, Taurus. Like truly, you were truly embodying the Hierophant energy, So, hey, Carmen, welcome. Carmen, you missed it. I showed your blanket earlier, but FYI, you can rewind it and watch it. All right, Taurus. So that's the energy that I already felt yesterday when I did your reading. So we'll see how this resonates. This says full moon in Aquarius. You could be dealing with an Aquarius or have Aquarius in your chart. This card talks about showing the world the real you, really putting yourself out there, being authentic to yourself, and not shying away from that, not being afraid to be that, and being proud of who you are, whatever that means for you, being proud of your accomplishments, even if it wasn't what you thought it was going to be, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's going to be an important energy to start this week. And then I have the card of Uranus, which talks about revolutions, breakthroughs, brainstorming, originality. It's so funny because this card talks about literally the awakening And I don't know if you can see it here. Can you read it? Probably not. But it literally says awakening. So what was I just talking about? That's the energy I was talking about, Taurus. That's that light bulb, that switch, right? And from my own experience, I could tell you when that switch activates, it actually brings about a lot of nervous, anxious energy with it because it's uncomfortable. So just kind of watch that, take time out when you need time out, take time to yourself when you need time to yourself during this time period. This also talks about freedom and the unexpected, which with Aquarius energy here, it's all about expect the unexpected, right? So Aquarian energy. So let's see. Taurus. So you have the Nine of Swords here and the Ten of Cups. So, and then the Queen of Wands. Man, all of a sudden I can't talk. So I feel like Taurus, this is not sleeping well. You might be having some very vivid dreams. This is exactly what I was talking about. When you become more spiritually aware, you start realizing that it's not coincidence, or you're able to discern, like, from the chatter in your brain to like intuitive messages. It's scary if you've never delved into that before. And it can be quite stressful. Sometimes you don't even know what's happening. You just feel anxious and you don't know why you feel anxious, or you have vivid dreams and you're not really sure where they're coming from, or issues with insomnia. So some of you may be feeling that this upcoming week to some degree or another. But I love that the Ten of Cups is here. So this is all about emotional fulfillment and growth in particular. So I feel like this energy here of the Nine of Swords is actually stimulating emotional growth on some degree or another, and pushing you into to be more of the Queen of Wands energy, which is more assertive, more confident energy, more creative energy. This energy here, this energy doesn't care what anyone thinks. This energy is someone who does what they want when they want, and they're not afraid to express that. And so I feel that's your energy, Taurus. That's what you're going into to start this time period off. Oops. So that's cool. I like that for you. Wow, Three of Cups. So some of you, might be reconciling with a friend, or coming back together with someone that brings you the Ten of Cups. This is beautiful. This is being surrounded by your social network, by your family, feeling emotionally fulfilled, and maybe you had been stuck in your head, but I see you breaking through that energy, all right? For others of you, if you'd been stuck in your head about a person that you had an ending with, there's reconciliation energy here, and a coming together of that. So I think you're going to have lots of reasons to celebrate, Taurus, and the energy here is really encouraging you to kind of put yourself out there, to come out of your shell if you've been in one, and show the world give a gift of yourself to the world, right? Because I feel like there are a lot of connections here, and emotional fulfillment here. Now, I'll tell you, there's a very small group of you, and this could be for like one person. So that's the general for Taurus. There's one person, maybe, but I have to say it because I see it. Some of you have a third party on the outside of your situation here. Like, you may be experiencing a reconnection here, or emotional fulfillment, and it might have come out of nowhere, right? And there's a third person here, especially a fire or air sign for some of you, that's really upset about this, stuck in their head about this, angry about this, or some Can I talk? Or some type of resentment here, okay? Could be Aquarius too. That's just for a few of you, because I'm not going to ignore the fact that the Three of Cups is here and there's another person here that's not your energy. So for some of you, that's what's up. You know, not everybody's going to be happy for you when you're happy. It's just, you know, just got to ignore it, because honestly, it doesn't matter if they're happy for you. Sorry, I gotta keep moving because of the sun. Yeah. Could be, like I said, dealing with an Aquarius or fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. Could be Libra, Gemini, or water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. That's Taurus. I want to find somewhere that is better. I'm not going to do this every Sunday. Maybe I shouldn't record in my office anymore. I'm like literally chasing to get out of the sun right now. It's really annoying. I finally got you guys pulled up though on my laptop, so that's cool. I'm just like trying to figure out, like, maybe if I back up, that will be better. Is that better? I don't know. All right, Gemini. Gemini. Gemini, you have, wow. Okay, so what a contradiction here. And this would only be for a Gemini, I swear. It says, hold your vision, a new start is coming. But what's interesting is this is a fixed moon and this is a new moon. Okay? You might be dealing with a fixed zodiac sign like Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, or Taurus. Or have that in your chart. But what this card is talking about is like, some of you really want to hold on to your vision of what things should be or should have been. But it's time to release that, especially as the last full moon wanes, because there's a new start here. Okay, there's a new opportunity here towards the end of December. So let's see what that's about. And then you have here conjunction, which is all about empowerment. So I feel like Gemini, you're going into this energy of becoming empowered, and it can seem overwhelming at times. I feel, you know, it could be a very intense energy. Like I said, there's somewhat of a resistance here to, no matter how much you want new things to come through, there's still just a small piece of you that is somewhat fixed in the way that you expect things to manifest for you. And I think that that could be blocking you from actually manifesting. And the best way I can explain it is when you use law of attraction to pull things into you, you need to be very broad about what it is that you want. So say you want, you know, happiness. Then it's okay to put a mantra out that you are attracting happiness easily to you. What you don't want to do is you don't want to attach that happiness to a person or a place or a thing. So you don't want to manifest and say, I want so-and-so because they make me happy, or I won't be happy unless I have this person, place, or thing. Because now you've set yourself up for disappointment, right? So it's almost like having a little bit of faith in the universe and just saying, I want to be happy, universe, and let that energy give you what it knows you need to be happy, because your ego don't know. You know, you think you might know what might make you happy, but sometimes, you know, things get blocked from being manifested in your life because they're not good for you, whether you want to believe that or not. You know, so That's like a really long explanation, Gemini, but I hope you are following me here. So if you are someone that is practicing law of attraction and you're trying to empower some new energy to come in, be more trusting of the fact that if you ask for an emotion of happiness or fulfillment, that's enough. And don't place that on it needing to be a certain way in order for you to get that. Does that make sense? I can't talk today. So, long explanation there, but somebody needed to hear that. I don't know. And there's your cards. That was easy. So here is the Nine of Swords, then the Lovers, Knight of Pentacles, and the Empress. Woo! Well, the Empress showed up with your card, Gemini. And it's so funny that I went into that spiel about law of attraction, because what is the Empress? The Empress is someone who understands the law of attraction. She ain't getting up from that throne. She doesn't have to. Everything she needs comes to her. So that's the energy you're going to be embodying, or need to embody, Gemini, is understanding that, what you need, you already have. And when you show gratitude for that, you'll have even more of it, is what I'm saying to you. And then the Knight of Swords, Nine of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. So I do feel like some of you have definitely been stuck in your head. Surprise, surprise. Fixated on something here. All right. You're moving out of that energy, but it's like slow growth, This is slow growth, because the Empress also talks about patience. And for some of you, this could be something that you're slowly growing over the next 9 months in specific. I have a 9 here, and the Empress always reminds me of 9 months. It's a pregnant woman here. So I feel like, Gemini, slow and steady wins the race ain't your strong suit. You know what I'm saying? You're a fast thinker. You like now, right? But I feel like in this situation, it's going to take time. All right, but it's so that you can strengthen that patience muscle. All right. And that, it puts you in a place where you're not going to be as easily overwhelmed as maybe you had been in the past. Now, to bring it to more of a like day-to-day, you might have some stressors going on or some issues with sleep this upcoming week. I do feel movement forward here, and feeling more empowered, which is nice. There's new energy coming your way, especially in January 2020. So I like that. It's almost like sit tight, Gemini. It's coming, So hold on to your growth and keep it moving. Even though the energy feels slow, it's developing, is what I should say. So you could be dealing with another Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and any of the fixed elements, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus. That is Gemini. I gotta grab my phone charger because I did not charge my phone and it's dying right now. So, 1 second. And then I'm gonna move you guys up. I'm slowly trying to escape the sun. Sorry. All right. Okay. Thank you for being patient with me as I get this figured out. I'm plugged in now. I think I'm out of the sun. All right. And I have my laptop finally working. Okay. Cancer. I got a lot of energy today. I'm telling you what, I've had a crazy amount of energy the past 2 weeks. Like an insane amount. Where I'm not even been sleeping. Like I've been going to bed late too much. But then I'm not tired when I wake up, which is crazy because usually I would be like exhausted. But for some reason I just have all of this energy, which I'm grateful for, but it also kind of makes me feel a little anxious when I have too much energy. But I'm like all over the place this weekend. So, Cancer, this says, have faith in your dreams. And this is talking about the waxing crescent moon, okay? And then you have the card of complexity. So there might be some things that complicate situations or have complicated situations. It's kind of a mystified energy. There might be some irritation, this upcoming week. But I feel like, irritation is only what you allow it to be, right? So like, what's the difference between an what is the difference between an irritable person versus someone who is calm, cool, and collective? Do you know? There is no difference. It's a choice. People who are calm, cool, and collective, they don't allow events in their lives to affect their energy. It's like, wow, yeah, that stinks, but there's like you only get as irritated as you allow yourself to. And I think people forget that that's a choice. They'd be walking around all mad all the time or irritated all the time, thinking it's someone else's fault or but it's no one's fault but your own. You're the only one that has control of your emotions, right? So you could be dealing with someone like that, or you could be quite irritable. And if you are irritable, just take a deep breath and realize that whatever the source of irritation is, it's only you that allows it to become a problem, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you give it attention, if you even try to suppress maybe any type of emotion, it may come up as irritation. Because that's the other thing. When we suppress emotions over time, we become more irritable because we're suppressing and we're not addressing things, or we are not getting to the heart of the matter, and so it bubbles up as anger or sometimes irritation. All right, so that's kind of what I'm feeling here. Like I said, and that could be your energy, or you could be dealing with someone that has this energy this upcoming week. But here you are, Two of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, right? You're ready to seize the day. So whatever this complicated energy is, I feel like have faith that Cancer, if you had been vacillating back and forth, there is a new beginning here. And I'm not surprised that I'm seeing a lot of new beginnings because, like I said, last week was kind of about closure for a lot of the zodiac signs. And so it makes sense then that this next week would be about newness, right? So here's that irritation energy. There it is. There's the source of it. Three of Swords. That's where it's coming from. So if you're acting irritable, it's because you're hurt, or hurting and vacillating. Or if someone's acting that way towards you and you're wondering what the hell is wrong with this person, they're hurt. They're hurt, and that's how they're expressing it. Okay? But I feel like come towards the end of the week, there is some sort of creative energy here, a manifestation, new beginnings, having the tools necessary to correct a situation or to pull yourself out of this energy if it's you that's feeling that energy, right? So I'm definitely going to clarify the Three of Swords here. For sure. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Ten of Swords. Ah. Knight of Pentacles. So there's a few different messages. I'm going to read it all as your energy, and then I'll break it down because some of you are dealing with another person here for absolutely sure. There is, here's that sense of irritation again. You know what I'm saying? And it's coming from a place of hurt. All right, it's coming from a place of feeling backstabbed for some of you, or old wounds that you've suppressed or haven't healed maybe resurfacing or have resurfaced this past week, especially around the full moon. And it had you maybe going back and forth in your head again. It's a very heavy energy, okay? But I feel like, just like with Gemini's reading, there is a slow progression out of it. And then another opportunity presents itself. I think it's going to take a lot of work and time, you know, to manifest what you want. But it'll be worth it, you know what I'm saying? So in the work aspect, let's talk about that. If this is work, then I feel like slow and steady wins the race, Cancer. Bring your creative thoughts to the table, because I feel like that's kind of your strong suit, Cancer. Honestly, Cancers are some of the most creative people I know. You know, they're excellent at things like team building and bringing people together. It's a strong suit of yours. So I do feel like if you bring that creativity to the table, you will be able to pull some new energy towards you. It's going to take a lot of work, whatever this is that you're working towards in that aspect of your life. But, and it is something that requires you to get more information. But I feel like continue to put that work in there. Now, for those of you that this is love, if you go back and forth in your mind about things that have hurt you, person that's hurt you, I think it's because you're trying to figure out the why, and or somebody might be doing this about you. And if that's the question that you have, the why is because this is a person that's hurt as well. And so pain sometimes begets pain, right? I think that there's some sort of new spark here or energy here, but be careful because it might end up being heavier than you think it's going to be. So say like you reconnect with someone that you've had issues with or heartache with, that you might end up putting yourself back into a situation where you feel heavy all the time again. And so watch that. And for a very small group of you, if you had a third party here, and I had third parties show up in Taurus's reading, so some of you might be dealing with Taurus. But, and there's been juggling here, going back and forth between, you know, two people. You know, I feel like that came to an end or will be coming to an end. And then there'll be a reinvestment in something that brings you more creative passions and desires. But I still feel like to some degree or another, you're going to carry this with you you're just not ready to unload it yet, because you haven't figured out what you needed to figure out about that situation just yet. And I know that's not going to be a popular message. I'm sorry. That's what I'm getting. As if you were dealing with a third party. This is a complex reading, Cancer. I don't remember what your mid-December reading was. I don't remember what the title was. Nope, I don't remember. But anyways, go check it out. Oh, it's going to bother me now because I can't remember what the title of it was. If you remember the title of the last Cancer reading, put it in the comments, please. Crimea River was Gemini's reading. Anyways, can be dealing with Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. I'm liking these new moon cards. Do you guys like them? Out of sight, out of mind. That's right. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you. Yes, definitely go check out that reading because I felt like there was a blocking out of that energy I just spoke about. So if that resonated with you, go check your mid-December out. All right. Leo. Leo, you have full moon in Gemini here and new moon in Aquarius. Could be dealing with a Gemini or Aquarius. It says the answers you need are coming and bring love into the situation. Interesting. Leo. So after the full moon comes a new moon, right? So let's see what this is all about. Now, having the Gemini and Aquarius energy here, I would say that there's going to be a lot of focus around communication. It might be a lot of mental energy going on with you this upcoming week, okay? Especially if you have either of those placements in your birth chart. And then you have conjunction, which speaks about empowerment. Some of you definitely are dealing with Gemini because Gemini got that card. But it could be any zodiac sign. This talks about self-empowerment, you know, not allowing yourself to get overwhelmed or walked over or, you know, etc. It's a very intense energy. It's talking about joining forces with other people that make you feel empowered and or doing that within yourself, okay? And as I get to Leo's reading, if you see me, this sun, bouncing around, I have restless leg syndrome. Like all of a sudden I cannot keep my legs still. So I feel kind of like a nervous energy for you, Leo. All right. So then you have the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, no. Okay. So you have the Seven of Swords came out. The Emperor, the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, Seven of Swords, the Fool, and it was in the reverse. So, Leo, if you are a masculine Leo, and I don't want to, I'm not going to do this for all the zodiac signs, but there's clearly a very masculine energy here, so I'm going to start with that, and then I'm going to go to you female Leos. If you're a masculine Leo, it's like you may be trying to give energy where it's not necessarily appreciated or paid attention to during this time period. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you might be willing to invest or have some sort of some sort of new opportunity here, but like the person is not interested right now, okay, because their thoughts are somewhere else, I feel. And I think that there's some sort of potential new beginning here that might have been turned down, that was being covered up. All right. Now, female Leos, that can resonate with you as well. I feel like if you're a female Leo, then the man that you are dealing with is doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe trying to place or give an opportunity to someone that's not interested and it's being covered up. All right. That's a really specific message. Not going to be for all of you. For the rest of you, whether you're male or female, this is all about wanting to be a dominating force. You know, it's kind of like a force to be reckoned with. Like, you don't mess with the emperor. You know what I'm saying? It's also a very protective vibe, very protective. And I feel like you might be trying to invest energy into something that's not reciprocating it for this week, anyways. And what it's asking you to do is empower yourself to not let this overwhelm you, but to let it strengthen you, Leo. Definitely something to watch out for. There's somebody that, or something, or this might be you, there's information here that is either deceitful or being covered up here. And it has something to do with the Fool energy. It could be an Aries, or something not getting off of the ground. And you don't have all of the info as to why that is. And so let's see. Shall we? Okay, Four of Swords and the Devil. So I got this in your mid-December reading that the person you were dealing with, Leo, is toying with the devil. I remember that because the phrase stuck out in my mind for obvious reasons. And I feel like there's something being kept quiet here. There's some sort of codependency or toxic energy here, or a toxic tie even. For some, it could represent addictions. But it's like, it's just not being talked about. So, you know, like, either this person's not willing to speak about this, and or you aren't, if it's your energy. It's just like, you know, let's not discuss this. You know, that's kind of the vibe. But at the same time, probably needs to be, you know, because it's an icky energy. I'm sorry. With the devil here, are you freaking kidding me? Like, I feel like if this is not talked about, it's going to perpetuate a very toxic cycle, either within yourself, or if this is someone you're dealing with, within that person. So I feel like if, you know, if you are the one that's not willing to say everything that you have to say, but you're trying to offer another opportunity to someone, they're not interested because they want the truth. Vice versa. And I feel that strongly more if you're a Leo man, but it can be male or female. Or vice versa. If someone is coming to you, Leo, and they're offering you something here, I feel like, first of all, it's not the full truth. And second of all, I don't feel you're interested. And rightly so. So you might be intuitively already picking up on this, all right? Like, somebody might be trying to bring love into a situation, but not really give what they need to give in order to stabilize that. And it's because they have some toxic behavior traits here that, you know, as opposed to working on them, they're just better. They just cover it up better. Does that make sense? Or you are. Yeah. And like I said, if this is resonating, go check out the mid-December readings, because somebody was toying with the devil over here. And you might want to check in on that situation. So FYI, could be a Capricorn, could be Aries, could be Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Aries again. Small possibility of Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Virgo, Taurus. Leo. The sun moved again, didn't it? I give up. Go over here. Nope, it's worse. All right. All right, Virgo. Virgo. I got 240 in here. Hello, say hi to me. If you're new, welcome. All right, Virgo. I just want to take a moment to pause. I know I'm like an hour in, and I have not taken a drink of my water, and my throat has been killing me. Like, I just keep feeling like there's something stuck in my throat. It's weird. So I'll just take a moment to read your chats and say hey. Hey, Pamela. Where's my Virgo people at? Yeah, the Leo. I see you in here a lot. Thank you for coming. Dana, you have no idea how much you helped me get through hard times. Who's that? Robbie. Aw, I'm so glad I could do that for you. Thank you. That makes me feel good. Okay, holla at you, girl. Okay, water. Nectar of life. I love water. It's just like really cold ice water. And the best thing about these types of cups is like it's insulated. So like seriously, you could put ice in this thing and then tomorrow there'll still be ice in it. Isn't that crazy? It's probably not good for you because I'm sure they put chemicals in it to do that. But at the same time, I love it. So you only live once, you know what I'm saying? All right. Virgo. Oh, okay. It says a win-win outcome is forecasted for you. Nice. This is full moon in Libra. So could be dealing with a Libra or have that somewhere in your chart. All right, this is all about karmic scales balancing out, and if things have been imbalanced, feeling more on top of it this week, okay? No way. Okay, did this just come out because of complexity? Who else got this? Look at all of these cards, and yeah, I keep getting the same card. So there could be dealing with a Cancer, because I think Cancer got this. This is that irritation, kind of puzzled, complicated energy. So there might be a lot of complicated situations that have really thrown you off balance lately, Virgo. And I feel like this week is all about correcting that energetically. So if you've missed the mark or needed to make adjustments, I feel like this is the week to do it. You know, it's a transformation energy and it's an educational energy. So let's not forget that, right? When we go through things that puzzle us, it requires our brain to think, which makes you more intelligent. So sometimes when things get overly complicated in life, it is in your favor for that to happen, you know, because it's making you smarter, right? So yeah. I have a Kanye West song in my head. That don't kill me. It only makes me stronger. Need to hurry up now. I'm not a rapper, but you get what I'm saying. That song is playing in my head right now. That lyric in specific. Check it out. All right, so 5 of Pentacles, that's what I was just talking about, right? And then the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like this is that energy of feeling lost, or for some of you, broke, you know? For others of you, broken. It's going to be a little bit different for everyone. But it's having that new opportunity. That's exactly what I was just saying. Taking that energy and letting it educate you. You know what I'm saying? And then getting back up and planting those seeds again. Okay, so you don't let things like this keep you in the dark, right? You allow this to become a win-win situation for you. So if you have been in the mindset that it's a lose-lose situation, you are your own worst enemy. Stop telling yourself that it's a win-win. And then you need to start seeing it as a win-win. You know, like either way, whatever the outcome is, it's the best outcome for me because I'm going to make it the best outcome. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to make the best of it. That type of vibe. So, yeah, 5 of Cups. And then the Ace of Pentacles. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I got that song in my head. That don't kill me, can only make me stronger. You need to hurry up now, because I can't wait much longer. I'm no Kanye West. But you know what I'm saying? Go listen to that song. Let it hype you up. Because here you are feeling less than, you know, maybe looking onto things that have disappointed or feeling at a loss here, feeling like it was a lose-lose maybe. But guess what? This energy here, Virgo, is pushing you into the Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. So plant your seeds this week because there's a heavy growth potential here. Okay? And if this is in regards to work or money and you've had issues there, I feel like if you slowly invest, it's going to add up. Or if you put your energy into it, you're going to get an opportunity here. Okay, so if you've had a lack of opportunities or a lack of growth or something to deal with that energy is totally switching like a light switch during this upcoming week. So I love that. If this is love and you've been in a place where you're just kind of emotionally blah, you know, I don't know how else to put it to you, you know, feeling like you can't win, you know, then I feel that energy is, you know, asking you to shift your perspective on that, because honestly, it's not that you can't win, it's that you can't lose. You know, ain't nothing to lose, because even a loss is a lesson, and a lesson makes you smarter, and when you're smarter, you're better. So there's really no lose. There's only win-win here. I hope I am inspiring you, because I feel inspired by your message, Virgo. And now I want to go listen to Kanye West. And I don't really even like Kanye West. No offense to him. I guess I don't dislike him, but it's not like somebody I would generally listen to. Although that song is a good one, though. That one's a good one. All right, lots of Earth here. You could be dealing with another Earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. You could be dealing with a Libra or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio this week. Yep. Libra. Okay, so I think my lighting situation has improved, and so I'm going to move myself back to where I was originally. Give me one moment. Like all over the place. This has been my energy this whole week, all over the place. Nope, I was completely wrong. It's worse than I ever thought. Are you serious? Okay, hold on again. Move again. I always hope that I don't get new subscribers via my chat. Because if you watch my live chats and you don't know me, or you haven't been a subscriber of mine, you're like got to be puzzled right now as to what's going on. It's called ADD. OCD. Dana. That's what it's called. You'll get used to it if you stick around. If you don't like it, then don't stick around. I don't know. I can't change myself. I've tried. I'm just Dana. My Scorpio friend, he always says, we're just living in Dana's world. Duty, 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 duty. That's what he thinks my brain is like. He thinks my brain is always in Dana's world, which is true, actually. It's not wrong, you know, but at the same time. Little to the right? Are you kidding? I can't go to the right. I'm up against the wall. I'm never going to go live in here again. How about now? This is as good as it's getting. I'm done. Okay. Libra. You going to buy me some blinds? Thank you, Carmen. I have curtains on all of my windows except for the window in my office. So, nobody puts baby in the corner. That's right. Amy. All right. So, Libra, what's up with you? Libra. It's too many. Really? Libra, you don't want to behave. Okay. So, the card that came out for you was the waning moon, and it says, what do you need to release, Libra? And so that's kind of what this energy is all about for you this week, is release. And to me, it's talking about releasing, you know, any type of negative energy you've been holding, negative connections if you've had them. And I think, too, this will be important if you're a Libra sun and a Libra moon. I am also a Libra moon. And so I understand this message, but it's all about releasing that. And the way that you truly release is not to block it out, is not to push it down, is not to cover it up with anger, cover it up with, you know, whatever it is you're covering it up with. The only way to truly release it is to allow yourself to feel whatever it is that you need to feel, to say whatever it is that you need to say, and then to be okay with whatever the outcome is and move forward, right? So I feel like if you've been holding on to anything that has kept you stagnant, or things that you wanted to say that you haven't, or things that you wanted to do that you haven't, and it's become too much, then this is asking for you to release that, or you will be this upcoming week. It's like kind of looking back, you know, on 2019 and thinking about, okay, what do I want to be different in 2020? And what do I want to be the same? I'm not going to take all of these. Then you have Leo energy here. Could be dealing with a Leo, or have that somewhere in your birth chart. For others of you, this is just the energy around you. This is a very playful energy, very creative energy. It's extremely independent and extroverted type of vibe, right? But you can't really go into that type of playfulness when you have things that are weighing on you or holding you back. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like once you do this release, then you go into this very fiery energy, Libra, very self-confident energy. You know, you may be glowing this week. You may just look and feel your best, or be wanting to. It's a very prideful energy, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, taking pride in who you are and how far you've come. But watch any excessiveness. You know, watch any ego too, right? With the Leo energy here. Yeah. So let's dive a little bit deeper here, Libra. All right. See, look, it's at the bottom of the deck. You. Um, so you have Ten of Cups and the Devil. Who had the Ten of Cups with the Devil? Somebody else had this. Was it Gemini? I don't remember. Ace of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like there is two messages here, Libra. One, there's absolutely emotional satisfaction, complete fulfillment available to you this week, okay? But I feel like that release message is here because the devil binds. The devil's codependent. The devil is what keeps you stuck in life, whether that's negative thinking or obsessively thinking about things that aren't really that important in the big picture. You know what I'm saying? For others of you, you have a person here that's very toxic, especially if you're dealing with a Capricorn or Leo. But it could be any zodiac sign. And that's what you're needing to cut out or block out or release. So I feel you're going to get clarity this upcoming week. You know, the Ace of Swords is here. So I feel like there's going to be some sort of new information that actually makes you very happy. You know. But don't obsess over it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like whatever this new information is or clarity is about, that don't obsessively think over it, which Libra, you're an air sign, so you love to do that. But like take it for face value. If it's bringing you happiness, yes, that's what you needed. And that might have been what you need to release the situation, but you will keep yourself stuck if you accidentally start obsessing over it now. So watch that. I feel like there is a very grounded energy here, though. You know? So for those of you that this is pertaining to a person, because I can clearly see that, there may be a cutting of the ties during this time frame, and it brings emotional fulfillment and happiness and comfort back into your life. And some of you are cutting off literally a person that is very toxic, has addictions maybe, or a very egotistical type of personality here, not easy to budge. And by releasing that, you bring about balance back into your life. I think in some way, shape, or another, it also helps ground this person, Libra. And this could be vice versa. All right, and that's if you're dealing with a toxic person here. Some of you, this is just simply, you know, appreciating what you have, feeling gratitude, having new ideas about where you want to take your life in 2020 and maybe investing in that, or very focused on the home. But there is still some sort of negative thinking going on, you know? And I think it's in regards to yourself, and you need to really let that go. You really need to release that behavior, right? And be proud of who you are. Yeah. So could be dealing with a Leo, a Libra, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, possibly water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So, yeah. Okay, Scorpio. Let's see. Yeah, I just finished Libra. I know I'm in the sun again. I can't escape the sun today. It just loves me. Oh, that's really nice of you to come into my chat to say something mean. I hope that made you feel better about yourself. Wishing you the best, though. All right. And you're still hanging out in here. Well, if I'm so bad to look at, why are you still in here? Bye. Thank you for kicking him out. It's funny that, no, never mind. I don't care. So, Scorpio. Scorpio. I don't care. I'm doing better at not addressing like the negativity, because honestly I feel like no matter how negative you are to me, at the end of the day, you know who I am, but I don't know you. You see how that works? Yep. So that's just what I tell myself. I go, okay. Scorpio. Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, you don't want to talk or what? Scorpio. Okay, here we go. All right, so Scorpio, the energy out here is you got a few cards. I only wanted one, but 3 came out. So you have surrender to the divine, prosperity lies ahead, and you and your loved one is safe. So interesting energy here. There's that surrender energy I felt in Libra's reading, and that's the surrender energy I was talking about at the very beginning of the video before I started the readings, is that the full moon on the 12th, that is literally what that full moon energy was, I guess, like pushing people to do, which is to surrender, right? To release, to forgive. Okay, so I see that energy here. Now, what comes after that is prosperity, which is amazing, right? So this is pushing you into a more prosperous time in your life. And I feel like this also represents the bull. Taurus, could be dealing with the Taurus or Cancer here, or have that in your chart. But what it's talking about is, to me, this energy is like has an amazing capacity for never giving up. Honestly, it's the bull, right? And so it's also talking about tenacity, and it's also talking about seeing things through. Okay, so and then you have Cancer energy here, which is you might be feeling somewhat emotional during this time period, but it's like everything is as it should be, and that's what the divine wanted you to understand is, okay, during this time period. And then you have Pisces energy. Holy crap, you have a lot of water here. A lot. So pay attention to your emotions this week. It's a very like empathetic type of energy, and that is actually healing you. It is also kind of a very spiritual and emotional type of vibe here, okay? So you might be really tapped into your intuition, or just like it's like you know without asking, or you can pick up on the subconscious hints of the universe this upcoming week. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like definitely tap into that Scorpio. You're already naturally intuitive just by simple fact of being a Scorpio. But I feel that that's heightened this week for sure. All right. Whoa, why do you always get so many cards out? So I can't back up anymore. This sun. So here's what you have out. You have the Sun card, the Five of Cups, the Three of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the World card. Congratulations, Scorpio. You're completing out a cycle this week, okay? With the World card here. Ending one chapter and beginning a new chapter, okay? And that's what I felt here. And that's why you were asked to surrender to those emotions, to that energy. And so I feel like if Scorpio, it's interesting that you have the Sun paired with the Five of Cups. So it's like you might have been in a very negative mindset, or looking back on the things that you had lost as opposed to being grateful for the things that you had. But I feel like there's been a switch in that energy here. And there's happiness, right now. I feel this upcoming week, it's a very positive outlook, right? And it's helping to push you forward, to see things clearer, and to wrap up some things that you've really needed to wrap up. I think that there's still some heaviness here, though. So, I don't feel for a lot of you, you've done like a complete release. Do you know what I'm saying? I think that it's... I don't know how to put this, and I'm trying to figure out words to put this in. Thank you for the $20, Carmen. Love you. Sorry. Anyways. I don't know how else to put this, Scorpio. It's like, yes. I can't explain it. Yeah, yes, this is what I wanted. This is the new information or communication that you needed. But at the same time, it's still heavy. It's kind of lingering here. And I guess that what the energy is asking is for you to surrender that last piece, okay? Because it doesn't really matter if you release, if you still yet carry it with you to some degree or another, or carry it around. So this is an interesting message here, Scorpio. And I feel like some of you, as it pertains to work, so let's talk about that, because there's really good news here for those of you that this is work. First of all, don't let emotional issues block you from going into your creative self, because that's actually going to help pull you out of this energy. And there's prosperity here. So I think on the career, work, money front, things look really good. It's going to take a lot of work, but I feel like you're more than capable of putting the time and energy into whatever it is that you're working on. And it's going to bring about some new prosperity in 2020, which is awesome. That's exactly where you want to be, right? But then on the emotional front, there's still some heaviness here. But it's lessening. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like it's completely, a done deal. It's because it's still lingering here. So I wouldn't be surprised, if on the emotional front in 2020, if you don't come back around to something that, you are still quite focused on, even after the release. Still cyclic. I'm sorry, I gotta move. Sun is killing me. This is like the most frustrating live. I'm sure you guys are tired of me moving around, but like, seriously. Ugh. Sorry about that, Scorpio. Anyways, yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Now, I think that it's all up to you, right? So you want to repeat the cycles of the past, or you truly want something new. And I think on an emotional front, that's what I was trying to say. I'm sorry. On an emotional front, that's like asking to be looked at. On a financial front, this looks great. So I like that for you. And you know, I was talking on the phone to one of my friends last night, and he is a Scorpio. And he was, and I hope he doesn't mind that I'm saying this. Sorry. But he has a tendency to get caught up in negative, like really negative thinking, and assuming that other people are negative as well. And I don't think he means to do it, but in a way it gets in his own way. And I'm sorry, I'm talking about you, Sean. Sorry. Don't be mad at me if you watch this. But you know, he knows he does that. But it's like that type of vibe, you know what I'm saying? It's like don't get in your own freaking way, right? Don't assume the worst. Because actually the energy looks really genuine and it looks really good. And you've been needing that. So I feel like I want to do a slow clap for Scorpio. Yeah, Scorpio. Oh my gosh, Southern Orin, that's exactly what he would say to me. In fact, I think he has said that to me. Because I'd be like, dude, why are you so freaking negative all the time? And he would say, I'm not being negative, I'm being real, and you're naive. He's gonna kill me if he's watching this. And yet I still go to him for advice. I don't know why. See, he gives me the most negative advice of anybody I know. That's so funny. But Sagittarius. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, Southern Orange. So, like, don't get me wrong. I mean, he's still my bestie. Like, I love the dude. We've been friends since high school. But, he can't help it. That's what makes him a Scorpio. And so, I mean, like, seriously, he's been right more than once, where I felt like he was being negative and he thought he was being realistic. And it turned out he was right. So I'll give him that, I guess. But anyways. Sagittarius. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Sagittarius. Sagittarius is in my Venus. So this makes me happy. The end of a tough cycle approaches. This is Capricorn energy. Okay. Some of you may have your Venus in Capricorn or placements in Capricorn. Thank you for the $9.99, Christina. Appreciate you. Or you have Capricorn somewhere in your placements, or you could be dealing with one, or it's just the energy around you. Holy cow. Wow. I didn't want all of those cards, but I'll take it. So when we end cycles, where do we begin? At the 1, right? So it makes sense that the first house came out. This is all about your self-image, your philosophies on life, consciousness, your opinions, being self-aware, you know what I'm saying? This is a really communicative energy, and it's also a very empowering energy. So, man, I want to do a slow clap for Sagittarius now. Some of you are on the cusp of Scorpio and Sag, and that's why the message is so similar. But this is like pushing you into a much more empowering, can I speak today, energy. And it's all about words and thoughts, and just having a better awareness or a vision of what and who you want to be, right? So a very strong, very powerful energy here to start you out. It's funny that it says philosophy here, because Sagittarius is the philosopher of the Zodiac. Everybody knows that. What is Judy saying? I don't care. It doesn't matter. Did I miss it? Hold on. Hold, please. Whoa, Judy, who are you talking to? Sorry. She said Carmen is obsessed. Okay, it sounds like you're obsessed, Judy. Bringing negative energy in here and being cruel to the people in the chat. It's like, I don't need that. Don't you talk about my Carmen like that? Mm-mm. You know? Don't come for my moderators, y'all, because I'm protective over my friends. I'm an Aquarius, so like if you're in my bubble, I got your back. Okay, so Judy, you're gonna see yourself out the chat. Bye. Anyway, Sagittarius, King of Cups here, Nine of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Four of Wands, and the Strength card. Holy crap. Look at all of the yellow here. I love that for you. This is being emotionally assured of who you are and able to stand on your own 2 feet. You know, it's all about growth as well in the career sector, feeling more stable there. But it also speaks about emotional growth and being more stable, and it's having a reason to celebrate. Like, I feel good with your reading. Like, I like this. I have a song in my head. It says, damn, it feels good to be a gangster. I don't know what. That's old school, like from the 90s or something. Hold on one second. Like, if the chat becomes more distracting to me, then you're gonna get blocked. Because although I appreciate we live in a free society, and you most certainly have the right to say whatever you feel, I also have control over this platform, so you ain't gonna say it here, and you're not gonna bring that in here. So I wish you the best. Bye. Anyways, Sagittarius. I'm sorry you keep getting distracted by that. Some of you might have someone that's actually trying to do this to you in real life, you know, distract you from your emotional growth. But good luck trying, because Sagittarius, you ain't a fixed sign, but you look like a fixed sign this upcoming week, you know? Because I feel like you're not easily going to be swayed. It's a very intense energy, you know, so don't let it overwhelm you, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. There's strength here. There is a very fierce energy of independence, you know, and really grounding your energy, I feel. it's really all about, emotional growth and bringing together, I guess, like the emotional pieces of you and the um, like career driven pieces of you to form like a union of some sort internally that helps you to build yourself up, if that makes sense. I feel like if you've had a lot of tough cycles go on in 2019, it looks like this is wrapping up to be a really good beginning of the next year. So that cycle is ending here. And you've learned what you needed to learn about yourself to empower yourself to emotionally grow. Now, if you're single, Sagittarius, um, you got options, you know? So I feel like for you that are absolutely single, there's actually two people here that you might be dealing with this week. There's like a water sign and an earth sign here. And I have a song in my head. We got options, but I want to let you know that I've decided. I finally realize all I want is you. So that looks good, especially if you're a female Sagittarius. But I feel like you're mostly focused on your independence. You know? That's nothing wrong with that, right? Um, you, even if you're not single, you're still functioning very independently, and you actually might have two masculine energies around you this week. Um, one that's more emotional than the other, one that is more grounded than the other. Yeah. Could be dealing with a Leo, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sag. Now you have the song Independent. I hate to kick people out of the chats, but it's like who made you so important? I think that people who disrupt like other people's YouTubes like this have to be somewhat narcissistic, because it's just like, I have an opinion and it's so important you must hear it, and I'm right and you're wrong, and I'm smart and you're stupid. It's like, who died and made you special? You know what I'm saying? Or like people that come in here to just, it's like, what is the point of that? I don't know. It's sad. That's okay. I hate to block people because, but at the same time, don't come at my moderators. No, go to someone else's chat. All right. Thank you, Cliff. Capricorn. Whew, I feel like I've been on here a long time. Capricorn. Whoa, okay, really? I wanted 2 cards and I got 4. So this is Sagittarius energy, Aries energy, Taurus energy, and then Capricorn energy. So it says luck is on your side. It's time to take action. Prosperity lies ahead, and the end of a tough cycle. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. They had very similar messages here. So it's time to take action on the things that you need to wrap up, okay? I feel like this is a really fired up energy. So watch that, Capricorn, as with Aries and Sagittarius energy combined here, it can be quite explosive, right? But you can use that in a negative way or in a positive way. I feel like you can also harness this to take action on the things that you love and that you know that you need to take action on, and that actually will bring about prosperity, which is nice. If you've been going through some tough issues or recurring issues or cycles, I feel like that is also going to be ending during this time frame. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius because they literally had this same card, but be different for all of you. Sorry. Okay. Keep moving. King of Swords here. So this is, you know, I feel like Capricorn, you're definitely taking a stance, and it's not an energy that backs down easily, not when it's got all this fire here with it. So I feel like you're going to be in more of like a stubborn energy almost, you know. Be careful about wanting to be right. I mean, we all love to be right, but don't I guess like let that override being happy, is what I'm saying to you. So then the King of Swords, the Hermit, the Ten of Swords. I feel like there's an energy here, Capricorn, of trying to seek enlightenment over a situation that's really hurt you. And it's kind of made you a bit cold and detached from either a person or your emotions, or it could be vice versa. Somebody feels this way about you. But there's a definite ending here with the Ten of Swords. And then the Ace of Wands. There's that new beginning as the tough cycle ends. And then the Sun card. Woo! Some of you are definitely dealing with Scorpio because the World card is at the bottom. So whatever complex issues you have been dealing with, Capricorn, I think you're going to gain enlightenment about it this upcoming week. But don't ignore your own intuition. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody's trying to enlighten you, be open to it, because I feel like you're kind of closed off a little bit to maybe the advice of others. Which was funny because you're at a tarot reading. But there is new energy here, and like I said, there's a lot of fire here. So I feel like here comes the another opportunity here to revitalize, to be happy again. And it's only after this tough cycle ends. It's only after you really understand the why here that this new energy comes in. I think, like I said in Scorpio's reading, if you're able to release and surrender, put your sword down for a moment, it will usher in the energy a lot faster and bring prosperity in 2020, okay? So, like, this is a really key moment in time, right? Where it's like things that need to be put to rest really need to be put to rest, you know, so that this new energy can come in. For those of you, so that's the general. I'm going to go off into a small group of you. Some of you had an ending here or some type of betrayal here. I actually feel like this, although it seems harsh, is actually going to bring in a new opportunity to truly be happy after you think it over. You know? And then you go into action-oriented energy, pushing things forward that make you happy. Yeah. That's what I have here. Could be dealing with Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio, Leo, Aries, Sag, Taurus, another Capricorn maybe. Yep. Okay. Aquarius. Aquarius. Ooh. I have to laugh at this one, Aquarius, and I'll tell you why in a minute. I'm actually going to get one more card out. Oh. Yeah. Okay. So, Aquarius, I don't mean to laugh at you, but really I'm laughing with you because I'm also an Aquarius, right? And what you have here is two messages here. One says, nothing will come of the situation, and this is the void moon. And then the other one says, adjustments are required. All right, so Aquarius. Then you have the energy of Aries, which is, it could be in your chart, you could be dealing with one. This is a very self-starting, fierce, assertive type of fiery energy here, Aquarius. And so I feel like you're fired up during this time frame. I laughed because, and I said this earlier, I really do my best to keep anything going on in my own personal life out of these readings. So like I try not to insert self, right? But sometimes I can't help it, you know what I'm saying? So I'll give you an example. The last Aquarius reading I did mid-December was dead accurate for me. And I didn't even know it at the time that I did it. And so I knew because of what has been occurring in my own life that these messages were going to be somewhat intertwined with what was going on. And I was actually kind of afraid to go live today because I didn't want that to happen. So when that card came out, I had to laugh because I know exactly what this is about. So I almost want to put it back, but I'm going to go ahead and read it because, as you know, Aquarius, well, any zodiac sign, you tend to go through the same or similar things at the same time if you fall under that zodiac. So I'm going to go ahead and read it because a lot of you will probably connect with this as well. So you have the Strength card here. It's Leo energy, Page of Cups, Ace of Cups. Okay. So I feel like Aquarius, let's go back to the overall energy. This was all about being more assertive. It's kind of a bossy energy, so be careful with that. You know, don't allow it to go into like an argumentative type of vibe, right? But in a positive way, it could be a very exhilarating energy, right? You're like on a mission, okay? The issue is that the messages you got from the moon cards was nothing's going to come of this situation and adjustments are required. So be careful about, I guess, like getting fired up or starting anything new right now because I don't feel that there will be anything to come of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so don't like leap before you think, you know, don't, get like in that mindset because I feel like you know there's going to be some adjustments needed to whatever you're doing right now, whether that's in career or love, and those adjustments are going to come in primarily towards the end of December, early January, right? So it's like, yeah, that's what I'm feeling here. Now, the Strength card is here talking about being a stronger version of yourself and taming the beast, taming the lion. You know what I'm saying? She's holding a lion's mouth open. You know, so this is like kind of battling your own demons and having the strength to do that, okay? Page of Cups, Ace of Cups. There's definitely love here this upcoming week that's being offered, okay? It could be from Leo or a water sign here. But it's just like, it goes from the page to the ace, right? So this is like a small token. This is like a peace offering or something. The page is a small energy. It's like opening up, but only opening up like just the teeniest bit. But then, once you have a leak in the faucet, here comes the rest. So if you know, it's like going from only sharing a little bit to sharing everything, or offering like maybe a very shallow connection, and then underneath of that there's actually a lot of love or something like that. But it's so weird that this card came out. It's not surprising. It's disappointing though. Oh yeah, King of Wands here. 9 of Wands. No way, I'm not reading all of these. Sorry, you just had like 10 cards come out. Just one card. Ace of Cups, the Devil, 6 of Cups. So, Aquarius, I just want to laugh through this whole reading, because I know what it's about. And you're going to know what it's about too, right, Aquarius? So I feel like here's this fired up, assertive energy that I was talking about here, okay? But then there's also like kind of a closed off energy, right? Like this person's very skeptical, like super skeptical. And Aquarius, I feel this is your energy. It's almost like really tearing apart a situation or a person in your mind. Not necessarily like in a malicious way, but in a way of like just, kind of being really skeptical about like the intention. Like what, where is this going? Or like why? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's got you feeling a little bit like analytical is the word, right? Then you have the Devil here and the 6 of Cups. So the 6 of Cups always represents the past. And the Devil is like a codependent type of vibe, or an obsessive type of vibe even. So I feel like for some of you, the past has absolutely returned. And like I said, if you go watch the mid-December reading I posted maybe like Monday or something, it was all about the past returning, okay? And I know some of you don't want to hear that, so no need to put that in the chat. But and it could be a person, or it could be emotions resurfacing from the past that you've had a hard time letting go of. And it's, I guess, like what it's saying here is like, let go of it, because nothing good is going to come from that situation, Aquarius, and you already know that. And that's why you're so skeptical about letting your walls down at all. Even though there is emotion, love, it's just being very skeptical here. And it's because you believe that there's nothing that's going to come from that situation, or you've made it up in your mind that there is nothing going to come of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and honestly, if it's you that made up your mind, this isn't like a card that is going to flip on that. This is Aries energy. This is like, you mean it, So that's what I feel for the majority of you. Some of you could be trying to offer love here to, or even an apology here, specifically to a fire sign, Leo, I have, but it could be Aries, Sag. This is if you're dealing with a fire sign. But I feel like you're only kind of opening up a little bit. Even though you feel a lot more than you're showing for whatever reason that is. And it could be because there's some toxic issues that you're needing to clear up from your past. For others of you, like I said, don't overcomplicate it, Aquarius, because I feel like you want to overcomplicate it and it's not that complicated. Or the person you're dealing with wants to overcomplicate it and it's not that complicated. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like you need to be very careful of obsessing, or you're dealing with someone who is obsessing about the past, about love. But I feel like your walls are up here. And you're faced another direction as well. So, interesting. Could be dealing with a Capricorn, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It's all fire and water, all of it. Aquarius. If that reading resonated, check out your mid-December reading, because like I said, very similar. All right. Okay. Okay, so Pisces. Now Pisces, I'm going to try and give you extra messages because somebody recently said that I always short Pisces. And it's not that I do it on purpose, Pisces. It's just that you're the last zodiac sign and I only have so much energy to give. So usually I'm really exhausted by the time I get to Pisces. So I made a conscious choice today that I'm gonna clarify extra cards for you just so that you know I love you and you're special to me. So Pisces. Pisces, it says, what do you need to release? Could be dealing with Libra, they had that. Surrender to the divine. Could be dealing with a Scorpio, they had that one. So, I mean, you have two cards talking about release and surrender. It's like very cut and dry, right? So, again, it's this look back period that I think a lot of people are doing, you know, simply because it's the end of a year, about what they want to release before they go into the next year, right? It's talking about kind of surrendering to the things that you can, surrendering things that you cannot control. You know what I'm saying? Not letting it occupy space in your mind or your heart, and letting that empower you to some degree or another. Okay. So then you have Capricorn out in the conjunction. So it's a very serious energy here with the Capricorn energy. It's also very ambitious energy, so that's good. It's talking about being wise, feeling accomplished, being more down to earth, you know. And then the empowerment card talks about what, you know, feeling empowered and not letting things that you cannot control overwhelm you, right? So I feel like that's going to be an important, I guess, focal point of this upcoming week for whatever reason that is. So let's see. So 8 of Cups and the Lovers, Judgment, Knight of Wands. That's that needing to release and walk away that I talked about with the 8 of Cups here, right? So I see that again. That needing to walk away, making that decision to do that. But then what do? Pisces. How you gonna walk away and then hop back on that train? That ain't how it works. Why are you leaping back into a situation you already released? Don't do that. Like, you know, some of you relive the past, and the past is the past, okay? Or you have someone that is doing that, okay? Especially if it's someone that's walked away from you. Yeah, it's a sense of feeling somewhat emotionally detached during this time frame as well, or not being interested necessarily in what life is offering you, because, you know, it's also a release, needing to release expectation, if that makes sense. So it's like, yeah, I have an expectation that my life is going to be this, this, and this, and this, or that this person is going to do this and this in specific. And it's releasing that need for it to be presented to you the way that you want it presented to you, because sometimes that's not how it works, you know what I'm saying? And so if you've been a bit dissatisfied here, let go of that expectation. All right, because I get like a dissatisfaction. Some of you are dissatisfied with some of the choices you made, or some of the choices someone else has made this week. You might be disappointed, you know, and it's like, dang, you're going to go and do that again, right? So I feel like this is something that is repetitive, or like this person disappoints yet again, you know, like that type of energy, you know what I'm saying? And if so, then someone might be trying to clear up the past, take action. So I almost feel like a return energy here, even though I don't have the 6 of Cups. Sorry, somebody was calling me. I'm live. Can't answer the phone. Yeah, like somebody might be trying to take actions to clean up past disappointments. But here's the thing. Okay, so here's what I'm feeling. It's like, it's not your job to clean up the past. It's your job to release it. Truly release it. You know, so it's like, don't feel like you have to be the one to take action to fix things, you know, because actually it just brings about more dissatisfaction. Instead, just release it. Let it go. Surrender it. Make the decision to focus more on yourself, your creativity, your home in particular. Family for some of you. So this is an interesting message here. I think like on the family career front, things look pretty stable this week, so that's good. You know, I have this feeling of like not wanting to, like being dissatisfied with your options or something like that. Or it's like you need to give up something to get something and you're not willing to do it and you keep getting in your own way because of it. Like, what happens if you release this and then you get something much better? Would you be sad then? No. So don't be afraid of that, okay? For those of you who are feeling that disinterest, I guess, in life or in a person or whatever this is. But, yeah. The Ten of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck, so I like that for you, Pisces. That's building up of your comfort, wealth for some of you. So I feel like it's okay to be serious, but don't take things too seriously. And yeah, if there's something or someone that you've already released, why are you going to go back there? I guess ask yourself that question. If there wasn't emotional satisfaction the first time around, there will not be emotional satisfaction the second time around, the third time around, the fourth time around. You know what I'm saying? So it's like release that expectation for some of you. So now I went way too far for Pisces, but I wanted you guys to feel special. So I hope that made sense to you. It's kind of a confusing energy. It's like take action on letting things go that do not bring you satisfaction and make the decision to work on your stability during this time frame. Yeah. Could be dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sag, Scorpio. Yeah. So that's what I have for you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I appreciate all of you joining me. I am wishing you the very, very best. Please don't forget to check out my social media account links down in the description box below if you'd like for me to follow me there. Don't mind if you can hear my family in the background. I don't know what's going on, but you can check out my other YouTube, also linked down in the description box below, as well as my shop. Man, my mind went blank. And now you can become a private member. So if you click the blue join button, you can be a member and talk to me privately. I was going to go live later just for my members only, but I don't know what time it is. I can't. My son's got a basketball game. But later this week, definitely I will post some bonus readings just for my members. So if you want to catch those, make sure that you become a member. Either way, I wish you guys the very best, and I hope you have a great week. Till next time, namaste. Bye.